Welcome to part 2 of our video on the work and the impact of the Department of Labor. I'm Sarah Labadie, Women Employed's Director of Advocacy and Policy. Let's dive in. President Trump has signaled that he will not be a worker-friendly president. In his first term in office, he consistently acted against the interests of working people, including gutting rules that would have helped more workers keep their tips, rolling back guardrails against discrimination for LGBTQ+ folks, and eliminating a rule to raise the threshold for overtime pay. And in just the first few days of his second term, he illegally fired commissioners at the National Labor Relations Board and took steps to shrink and potentially dismantle OSHA, the agency that enforces workplace safety rules. He effectively decimated the Office of Federal Contract Compliance Programs and eliminated federal programs to combat workplace discrimination as part of his purge of federal diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. What do all of those things have in common? They all fall under the purview of the United States Department of Labor. So what does the Department of Labor do, and how does it impact you? The Department of Labor was established as a cabinet-level department in 1913, and their mission is to foster, promote, and develop the welfare of the wage earners, job seekers, and retirees of the United States, improve working conditions, advance opportunities for profitable employment, and assure workplace-related benefits and rights. Basically, they are the agency that ensures that workplaces are safe and healthy, that workers are paid at or above the federal minimum wage, have access to overtime pay if they qualify, are free from workplace discrimination, and can access unemployment insurance and workers' compensation. In addition, they prevent child labor, protect workers' pension rights, provide job training programs, ensure workers have the right to collectively bargain and join trade unions, keep track of employment-related data, and more. All in all, the Department of Labor enforces more than 180 federal laws and thousands of federal regulations covering workplace activities for roughly 10 million employers and hundreds of millions of working people, more than 6 million of whom live and work in Illinois, people like you. And many of the laws and regulations they enforce are written in the blood and the tears of working people who were abused and exploited by their employers. Imagine going back to when employers could have workplaces so unsafe that workers were regularly injured or killed on the job. When companies didn't have to pay their employees any wages at all, but could force workers to rely completely on tips. When militias could be deployed against workers to stifle efforts to unionize. At one point in history, each and every one of those scenarios was a reality. Ensuring workers are safe and treated fairly is not government overreach, as some would have you believe. The Department of Labor's work is absolutely fundamental to ensuring we live in a civil society with liberty and justice for all. Every person should be treated with dignity and respect at work, paid a fair wage that allows them to support themselves and their family, and have fair and equal access to career opportunities based upon their skills and qualifications. For that to be the reality we live in, we must defend and protect the work of the United States Department of Labor. We've got actions you can take to make a difference, whether you have 5 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, or more. Visit the link on your screen to learn what you can do.